So we're going to talk about parts of an expression. So if we look at variable terms, those would be things, I'm going to just come up here and highlight it, like 7x is a variable term, negative 5x, 4x. Those are my variable terms. If I ask for the coefficients, okay, those would be the numbers in front, like the 7, the negative 5, and the 4. And then finally, my constant terms are anything that doesn't have a variable. So in this case, my constant terms would be 3, 8, and a negative 1. Okay, so just understanding that. So now combining like terms, I have all these greens. We made them green. 7x, negative 5, 4. You literally just go from left to right. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6x. And then you take and you put the constants together. So 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10. So my answer is 6x plus 10. Okay, so if I look at number 1, those are like terms. I add them. My answer is 9x. If I look at number 2, 9 minus 10, you just add or subtract the coefficients. That's a negative 1a. Now, some teachers want you just to write a negative a. We will accept both answers. Okay, now on the next one, this one's a little tricky. You've got, I'm going to go back to green. So you have these the variables, but then you have the constants. Those are not like terms. They do not go together. So at the green, if you combine those, 7 minus 5 is 2m. And then there's nothing to put together with the blue, so you're just going to say minus 6. Okay? All right, so if you look at, let's just jump to this, number 6. So if I look at my greens are the ones with the letters, so I'm going to put that together. 5 plus 7 is 12. And then I'm going to do my blues. Those are just my numbers. Negative 6 and a negative 8 is a negative 14. Okay. Now I do want to look at 7 because 7 has something tricky going on with it. It has x's. So it has 5x, x, and 3x. In front of this plain old x, I'm going to sneak a 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. But now this one's a little tricky because it also has a y, right? So you actually are going to have 2 plus 7 is 9y. So in this one, you're not going to have a constant term. You're just going to have the x and the y. Now, some of these can have variables with exponents. So terms with the same exponents or combinations can be added together. So if I look at this one, these are the same. They're both x squareds. So how many x squareds do I have? I have 12. You do not do anything with the exponents. It stays the same. So in the next one, they're both into the fifths. So now you have a negative 15 plus 4, so that's a negative 11. Okay, on 11, they're all c's to the third. So 8 minus 7 is 1. 1 plus 16 is 17c to the third. Okay, but now this goes back to like terms. So you have 8k squared minus 2k squared. So that's going to be 6k squared. But now this is something different. So you have minus k minus 5k. If you need to, put a 1 in front of this. So a negative 1 and a negative 5 is a negative 6k. And then you just have that random 7 hanging out, that constant value. So you're going to put plus 7. Okay, so that has 3 terms. I'm not going to give you many like 14, but let's just take a look at 14. So if I look at my x squareds, I don't have any other x squared, so I'm just leaving it. And then if I look at my next term, that's a 2xy and a 7xy. So your answer is going to have xy. So you're just looking at the numbers in front. 2 minus 7 is a negative 5. And then finally, the last thing there is this plus 4y squared. So you're going to just say plus 4y squared. So this answer is going to have 3 terms. So you find the like terms. They have to be exactly the same.